This conference will now be recorded.
Good morning, all. In last class, class 14, we discussed. Okay, today we briefly recap previous class topics. We discussed generalized PN junction capacitance, right? How the capacitance is formed. What is the capacitance? How to calculate capacitance? Okay, generally capacitance is formed whenever two metal plates or two conductors are separated by some dielectric medium, there exists a capacitance, right? Then capacitance value is equal to C is equal to epsilon A by D. C is equal to epsilon A by D, where epsilon is equal to permittivity of the material, A is equal to cross-sectional area, and D is equal to distance between the plates. And also we derive the expressions transition capacitance or junction capacitance expression in equilibrium condition, forward bias condition, and reverse bias conditions, right? And PN junction under equilibrium condition, and here you consider the PN junction in depletion region. The width of the depletion region is equal in both sides, P side as well as N side. Depletion region width is equal in both sides. Okay. Then and finally, okay, in previous classes we derived the width under root 2 epsilon SI by Q 1 by NA plus 1 by ND into V naught, where V naught is equal to built-in potential VT ln NA ND by NI square. Okay, finally, we derived the capacitance expression Cj naught, okay, junction capacitance, or Ct naught transition capacitance under equilibrium condition, that is equal to A by 2 under root 2 into Q into epsilon SI NA ND by NA plus ND into 1 by V naught, where V naught is the built-in potential. Okay, that is under equilibrium condition. Now PN junction in forward bias. In forward bias, what happens means this built-in potential V naught, it is reduced by V naught minus V, where V is the forward voltage here. This V naught built-in potential, it will be reduces or barrier height, that is decreases by V times V naught minus V. That is only difference, remaining everything is same. Now again we derived the same junction capacitance and forward bias in terms of equilibrium capacitance. Cj is equal to Cj naught by under root 1 minus V by V naught, where V is the forward voltage, V naught is the built-in potential. Now in general, we express the junction capacitance in terms of graded junction or linear graded. We discuss in detail today. We derive this capacitance values also. Here there is a small mistake here. Cj is equal to Cj naught by 1 minus V by V naught whole power n, not 1 by n. This is n. So where n is equal to 1 by 2 for step graded and n is equal to 1 by 3 for linear graded. So this is not 1 by n, this is n. And in forward bias, there exists one more capacitance, that is due to the excess minority carriers. That capacitance is equal to tau I by eta into Vt. And in reverse bias, again same capacitance, junction capacitance or transition capacitance. Now the reverse voltage minus Vr. Now this built-in potential becomes, it will increase the height of the barrier. So V naught plus Vr. So that is only difference. Here 1 by V naught plus VR. Now in terms of Cj naught, Cj is equal to Cj naught by under root 1 plus VR by V naught, where VR is the reverse voltage, V naught is the built-in potential. Okay, that is about previous class derivation, and finally we concluded that in normal generalized, that is equal doping concentration PN junctions. Okay, in reverse bias there exists one capacitance, that is a transition capacitance. In forward bias there existed two capacitances, transition and diffusion capacitance. Okay, coming to the value point of view, diffusion capacitance is very high compared to the transition capacitance, right, in forward bias. Okay, that is about last class, and today, okay, today class we discuss in detail about step graded junctions and linear graded junctions. Okay, already in last class we know that in step graded junction doping concentration is not equal. Doping concentration is not equal. Nd not equal to Na. Nd not equal to Na. That is, the doping concentration is not equal. Suppose we consider the Nd very much greater than Na. Now what happens is depletion region width. Depletion region width is here in donor side, the width is very small. In acceptor side, the width is high, right? In donor side, the width is very small, and acceptor side width is very high. So that the equality should be maintained. What is equality? Wp into Na is equal to Wn into Nd. Here what happened here, the condition Nd is small. So Nd is small means, okay, here Nd is high. Nd is high means here Nd is high. So compulsory Wn should be low. So that Wp very much greater than Wn. So that Wp plus Wn is equal to W. So Wp approximately equal to W. Right? Now this type of diode is called the PN plus diode. This type of diode is called the PN plus diode. Remember this one. In step graded junction capacitance, there are two possibilities. One is P. This is not minus. This is not minus. PN plus diode. Similarly, in second case, Na very much greater than Nd. Right here, Na very much greater than Nd. So that the doping concentration of acceptors, that is P side, is very high. Whenever doping concentration of P side very high, the Wp is small. So Na very much greater than Nd, Wp very much less than Wn. So now in this case, Wn approximately equal to W. Then the resultant diode is P plus N diode. This is not minus, remember. This is suffix P plus N diode. Whereas in previous case, Pn plus diode, P plus N diode. Remember, in examination also, instead of suppose a given normal PN junction, that is equal, doping concentration is equal. Whereas specifically he mentioned Pn plus or P plus N diode means that is a step graded junction diode. Remember this one, right? Okay, there are there are mainly two types of junctions here. Step graded junction and linear junction in our syllabus. Okay, other formation also there, but in our syllabus, step graded junction and second one is linear graded junction, right, in your syllabus. In step graded also two types. One is Pn plus diode and second one is P N plus diode, and second one is P plus N diode. Okay, these are the doping distributions and as well as width, corresponding width. Now today class we derive the capacitance for step graded junctions, right? Again, in step graded means there are two possibilities. One is Pn plus diode, P plus N diode. Okay. Now consider here any one case P plus N junction. Here in P plus N means Na very much greater than Nd, so that Wp very much less than Wn. So W approximately equal to W. Okay. Now already we derived the generalized depletion region width. Okay, this expression is the generalized depletion region width, that is equal doping concentration levels, right? Now here in this case what happened means, now substitute the condition. What is the condition here? The condition is Na very much greater than Nd. So Na very much greater than Nd, neglect this Nd. Why? Because Na very much greater than Nd, and cancel out Na. So there is only one term, that is only 1 by Nd. Remember. So W is equal to under root 2 epsilon Si by Q into 1 by Nd into V0, where V0 is built-in potential, right? Okay, in this expression, okay, all these are all the constant for a given step graded junction. Now we can write W directly proportional to V0 all to the power of 1 by 2. Okay, some textbooks Vj, okay, like that they given. Vj means junction voltage, V0 built-in potential. Okay, all are same. Or Vb means built-in potential. Okay, anyhow, the width directly proportional to V0 all to the power of 1 by 2. From that, calculate V0. V0 is equal to Q into Nd by 2 epsilon Si into W square. Okay, this where V0 is the built-in potential. Already we derived the built-in potential. That is in terms of Vt ln Na Nd by Ni square. But here this is in terms of Q epsilon or in terms of W, right? Whereas previous expression, what is that expression? V0 built-in potential. Is there? Okay, not available here. Okay, V0 is equal to Vt ln Na Nd by Ni square. Okay, now here the same V0 built-in potential. This is for step graded junction. Q into Nd by 2 epsilon Si W square. Once we know the W, okay, this is for what type of junction here? P plus N junction. Na very much greater than Nd. Similarly, Pn plus junction. Okay, Nd very much greater than Na. So W value and V0 value. Okay. The only small changes. Now in previous case we get Nd. Now in this case we will get Na. Right? Okay. Now V0 is equal to same. Now what is junction capacitance? Cj0 or Ct0 is equal to epsilon Si. Here the material is silicon material. That's why epsilon Si into A by D. Instead of D, W. W is the distance between the depletion region width, or it will act as a distance between the plates, right? Okay, now we can take some Pn plus junction. Now Cj0 is equal to epsilon Si by A by under root. Now substitute W. Now we are considering what type of junction? Pn plus junction. Okay, here the Pn plus junction, this is W. 2 epsilon Si by Q 1 by Na into V0. Now substitute here. Now again simplify here. further simplifications. Now epsilon si we can written as under root, then one epsilon si get cancelled. Then remaining one is Cj naught, that is equal to, after simplification, Cj naught is equal to A into under root epsilon si Q into Na by 2 V naught, where V naught is the built-in potential. This is Pn plus junction. Similarly, Cj naught is equal to A into under root epsilon si Q into Nd by 2 V naught. This is P plus N junction. So one capacitance is over. This capacitance is under equilibrium condition. Under equilibrium condition, and another condition is this is the step graded junction. Step graded junction diode. Okay. Now coming to the, once we derive the capacitance under equilibrium condition, it is very easy to calculate, to derive capacitance under forward as well as reverse bias. Now suppose forward bias capacitance. Now forward bias capacitance, what happened? V naught reduces to V naught minus V, where V is the forward voltage. Okay. Now we can say forward bias capacitance Cj or Ct is equal to A into Q into epsilon Si Na by 2 instead of V naught minus V. Okay, now we can take here common 1 by V naught, simplification, normal simplification. Then the resultant one is 1 by 1 minus V by V naught. So this whole thing is nothing but a Cj naught. Now Cj is equal to Cj naught by under root 1 minus V by V naught. Right? Okay. Now Cj is equal to Cj naught 1 minus V by V naught all to the power of minus 1 by 2. Where here V is the forward voltage, V naught is the built-in potential, and Cj naught is the capacitance under reverse bias. Sorry, capacitance under equilibrium condition. Okay, that is about forward bias capacitance. Next we go for capacitance under reverse bias. In reverse bias, what happens? The width of the depletion region, that is built-in potential V naught, increases to V naught plus Vr. That is only difference. In forward bias, this V naught reduces to V naught minus V, where V is the forward voltage. Now in reverse bias, same V naught is increases. How much times here? V naught plus Vr. So now actually Vr is the reverse voltage, V naught minus Vr, so V naught plus Vr. So now the junction capacitance is equal to Cj naught into 1 plus Vr by V naught all to the power of minus 1 by 2. So this is about step graded junction capacitance derivations. Once again here, okay, diode can be formed in different ways. One way, okay, how to form a junction means, okay, there are so many methods, but in your syllabus only two methods. One is step graded junction method, and second one is the linear graded junction method. Okay, in either case, in step graded junction or it is a linear graded junction, the diode operates in three modes, that is under equilibrium condition, that is under forward bias and reverse bias, right? Only thing is the junction properties will change according to the junction formation. Okay, what are the properties? Properties no nothing but junction width changes, built-in potential changes, junction capacitance also changes. Right? With respect to the type of junction, in step graded junction, one type of W value, one type of Na, one type of Nd. Whereas in linear graded junction, one type of Na and one type of Nd. Similarly, for normal PN junction, that is equal doping concentration. Normal PN junction, that is also one type of characteristics. Okay. In step graded junction, characteristics are different from normal PN junction diode or normal PN junction. Right. In step graded, what is the main thing? Doping concentration is not equal. Okay. Suppose here the two cases exist here. Nd very much greater than Na, Nd very much less than Na. If doping is very high, then it will deep penetrate into depletion region. So that's why corresponding width in the depletion region reduces. Remember here, what is here? Nd very much greater than Na. Nd very much greater than Na means the doping concentration of donor ions is very high. Now due to this, what happens? It will deep penetrate into depletion region, so that width in N side reduces. If doping concentration is high, width reduces. If doping concentration is low, width increases. Remember these two are opposite cases, right? If doping concentration is high, so the corresponding width reduces. If doping concentration is low, corresponding width increases, right? So there are two diodes, PN plus diode, P plus N diode. And there is other names for step graded junctions. Step graded junction, abrupt junction, alloy junction, and fusion junction. Abrupt means sudden change here. Sudden change between acceptor to donor or donor to acceptor. At x is equal to 0, there is some sudden change from acceptor to donor. Okay. Based on that, first of all, we derive the capacitance expression. For that, first we require the W. Why? Because remaining are the constant. Capacitance is equal to epsilon Si by D. Now where the D is nothing but W. Now calculate the W for step graded junction. Again in step graded junction, two cases, right? Like that we calculated W. We derive the W expression here. Then again one more relation V0 expression. Then substitute this W in capacitance expression. Then calculate, again derive Cj naught or Ct naught. Okay, here 0 means here under equilibrium condition or no bias. Okay, equilibrium condition or no bias. So Cj naught is equal to A into epsilon Si, Q into Na by 2 V naught, all are under root. This is for Pn plus junction, and this one for P plus N junction. Remember this. Once you know the bias, zero bias capacitance, we can easily derive forward bias capacitance as well as reverse bias capacitance. In forward bias, only thing is, small thing is V0. V0 reduces to V0 minus V. Whereas in reverse bias, V0 increases to V0 plus VR. Okay, that is only small change. And convert this junction capacitance in terms of Cj0. So Cj is equal to Cj0 by under root 1 minus V by V0, where V is the forward voltage. Or Cj is equal to Cj0 1 plus Vr by V0 to the power of minus 1 by 2. Okay. This is about step graded junction. Now coming to the linear graded junction. Okay, linear graded junction or otherwise grown junction. Okay, how many students are there? Okay, 80 students are there at present. Okay, now linear graded junction or grown junction. Now what happened here? Observe the doping profile. Doping profile increases linearly, increases from minus W22 to minus W22 plus W. Linearly increases from where to where? Minus W22 to plus W2. So W is the total width of the junction. So this is the doping profile. Doping profile is linearly increases. Okay, how we can written as, okay, here this graph is charge density versus distance, depletion region distance. Here X is the distance. Okay, W is the depletion region width. Okay, now your linearly increases means K into X, where K is the some grading constant. Now if you draw the voltage graph for linear graded junction, where here linearly the doping profile linearly increases from minus W2 to plus W2. Similarly here voltage also, built-in potential also slowly increases and it will be maximum at W2. So built-in potential value V0 or VB, it is a maximum at W2, minimum at minus W2. Remember, okay, remember these two cases. Why? Because to calculate the integration constant values, we require these two conditions. At x is equal to W by 2, V0 is equal to maximum, V is equal to V0, right? And similarly at x is equal to minus W2, voltage is equal to 0, almost 0. And okay, then how to derive the capacitance, right? For that we require this is a Poisson's relations. What Poisson's relations state that d square v by dx square is equal to minus rho by epsilon. Okay, here minus rho is equal to here the charge times minus q into, okay, where q is the charge of an electron or charge of a hole, q into k into x by epsilon si. Okay, now here d square v by dx square is equal to minus q into k into x by epsilon si. This is equation 1. Okay, this equation is valid. Minus w by 2 less than or equal to x less than or is equal to plus w by 2. Now integrate with respect to x. Okay. Now once we integrate with respect to x, then the expression is dv by dx is equal to minus q into k by epsilon si, x integrate x with respect to x square by 2 plus c1, right? Then how to calculate the c1? How to calculate C1? At x is equal to w by 2, dv by dx is equal to 0. Why? Because at x is equal to w by 2, v is equal to almost constant, right? And observe here this graph. Okay, at x is equal to w by 2, this v, okay, and now this like this one, so almost constant. So constant of differentiation is equal to 0, right? That's why at x is equal to, then how to calculate C1? Substitute the condition. What is the condition? At x is equal to w by 2, dv by dx is equal to 0. Why? Because v is constant. Now substitute that condition, boundary condition here. X is equal to w by 2, dv by dx is equal to 0. Then substitute and find C1. Now C1 derivation is q into k into w square by 8 epsilon s. Again substitute C1 expression in equation 2. Now what is the expression? Second expression, dv by dx is equal to minus q into k by epsilon si into x square by 2 plus, this is the C1 value, q into k into w square by 8 epsilon si. Remember here. Okay, this is the second expression. In the second expression, simply we substituted C1 expression. Okay, now that is the third equation 3. So dv by dx is equal to minus q into k by epsilon si into x square by 2 plus q into k into w square by 8 epsilon si. Now once again integrate the equation 3 with respect to x. Okay, integrate the above equation 3 with respect to x. Now you will get the V. Now you will get the expression, voltage expression. Now V is equal to, okay, now integrate here, Q into, these are all the constant, Q into K by epsilon Si is the constant. Only thing here is variable is x square. X square means x cube by, okay, 3 into 2, 6. Then again in this case also Q, all are the constant. Only thing is constant of integration x, then plus C2. Then how to calculate the C2? How to derive the expression for C2? Now again another boundary condition is at x is equal to minus W by 2. What is V? V value is equal to 0. So actually we started from this, right? So at x is equal to minus W by 2, V is equal to 0. This is the boundary condition. Now V is equal to 0 here, substitute V is equal to 0 and also substitute x is equal to minus W by 2. Then finally you will derive the expression, C2 expression after normal simplification. So these are all the normal simplifications. Now C2 is equal to Q into K into W cube by 24 epsilon Si. Okay, again substitute C2 expression in equation 4. Now you will get final expression. What is V? So this is the final expression. So V is equal to minus Q into K by epsilon Si into x cube by 6 plus Q into K into W square into x by 8 epsilon Si plus Q into K into W cube by 24 epsilon Si. Now what is V0? V0 is defined as the built-in potential. Again one more boundary condition is V is equal to V0 or V is equal to Vj for different textbooks, different notations. What is the condition? At x is equal to W by 2. So at x is equal to W by 2, V is equal to V0. Substitute this condition in above expression. Here wherever x, replace x with W by 2. Okay, here in first term x cube, replace x with W by 2. Then in second term there is a 1x, replace W by 2 and replace V is equal to V0. Right? Now at V is equal to V0 and the condition x is equal to W by 2. Now finally we got the expression V0 expression. This V0 is equal to Q into K into W cube by 12 epsilon Si. So now V0 is directly, these are all the constant values, Q, K, 12 epsilon Si constant. So V0 is directly proportional to W cube. From that W is equal to, here from the W is equal to 12 epsilon Si by Q into K into V0 all to the power of 1 by 3 cube root, right? Once we derive the W expression, we can easily derive the capacitance. Why? Because capacitance is equal to epsilon A by W, right? Epsilon and A is constant. Only W is different from one junction to another junction. Right? So far we consider normal junctions, equal doping levels, and also we consider the step graded junctions in two cases, P plus N, P N plus. Now here I consider the fourth case, linear junction. This is the W. So this W is equal to 12 into epsilon Si by Q into K into V0 whole power 1 by 3. Okay. Okay. Now consider the doping concentrations. Now doping concentrations. Okay. Now Na is equal to K into W by 2 in left hand side. In right side, K into W by 2, that is equal to Nd. So Na is equal to Nd, that is equal to K into W by 2. Right? Now built-in potential is equal to already generalized built-in potential. V naught is equal to K into T by Q, Ln, Na Nd by Ni square. So now Na is equal to Nd, that is equal to K into W by 2. So again we substitute, and finally built-in potential. We calculated the built-in potential. This built-in potential in linear graded junctions. Okay, this built-in potential is a linear graded junction. So what is here? V naught is equal to 2 into Kt by Q Ln K into W by N. Right? Okay. Remember here, this is for only linear graded junction built-in potential. Okay. Now transition capacitance CT0 or CJ0. Now capacitance is equal to epsilon A by D. Now CJ0 or CT0 is equal to epsilon Si into A by W. Okay, just D is equal to W. Now already we derived the W expression. W is equal to, for linear graded junction, W is equal to 12 epsilon Si by Q into K V naught all to the power of 1 by 3. Now simply substitute here W. Okay. Cj0 is equal to A into epsilon Si by 12 into epsilon Si by Q into K into V naught all to the power of 1 by 3. Sorry. Now simplify this expression. Now Cj0 is equal to A into Q into K into epsilon Si whole square by 12 V naught all to the power of 1 by 3. This is under no bias. This is under no bias condition. Wait 1 minute.
ఇప్పుడు చెల్లి కొడతా ఒకటే నెలతోనే కొడతా ఫైనల్ మోడ్ మెయిల్ సింహాసన్ మెయిల్ అవునా సరే అయిపోతాది ఇక్కడ ఇక్కడ అన్నీ అది ప్రింట్ చేయాలి ఫైల్ చేసుకుంటాను అయిపోతారు యాదాన్ని మర్చిపోతాను చాలా మిగతా ఏం చేయాలని అర్థం కాదు ఉల్లాంటి మనవి కూడా రాలేదు నాకు వచ్చిందే సార్ మీరు వచ్చిందే స్లో ఉంది
Okay. Now Cj0 is equal to A into Q into K epsilon Si whole square by 12 V naught all to the power of 1 by 3. So this is the case under no bias condition. Now the under forward bias condition, only small changes. This V naught reduces to V naught minus V, where V is the forward voltage. Now Cj, junction capacitance or transition capacitance, is equal to A into Q into K epsilon Si whole square by 12 instead of V naught minus V all to the power of 1 by 3. This is that expression is forward bias voltage. Now under reverse bias, Cj or Ct is equal to A into Q into epsilon Si whole square by 12. Now this one is V naught plus Vr. Instead of normal V naught, if it is the reverse bias, V naught plus Vr, remaining everything is same. In forward bias, V naught minus V. Right? Okay. that is about linear graded junction capacitance derivations. Okay, in linear graded, first of all, you must derive the W expression, W and built-in potential. So V naught is equal to Q into K into WQ by 12 epsilon SI, and W is equal to 12 epsilon SI by Q into K into V naught all to the power of 1 by 3. Once we derive the W expression, then substitute here. Then substitute the condition. So instead of W, now substitute the expression 12 into epsilon SI by Q into K V naught all to the power of 1. This is the Cj naught, right? Once you know the Cj naught, now calculate the Cj. Cj is the forward bias voltage. If it is a forward bias voltage, now V naught, observe the V naught. Now the V naught is V naught minus V. If it is a reverse bias, observe the expression, reverse bias voltage is V naught plus VR, right? Okay. Now, so far we discuss epsilon SI very frequently. Epsilon SI is equal to epsilon naught into epsilon R. Epsilon naught is equal to, this is some constant, 8.854 into 10 to the power of minus 12 farad per meter, or 10 to the power of minus 14 farad per centimeter. Now here for silicon, okay, this value 11.68. Okay, people use it to approximately 12, right? So that completely epsilon SI is equal to 12 into 8.8 into 10 to the power of minus 14 farad per centimeter, right? So this is about linear graded and step graded junction capacitance derivations, right? With this we completed the first unit, right? Okay, what about first unit syllabus? Okay, observe here. Okay, this is the first unit. First unit syllabus is open circuited PN junction, current components in a PN diode, diode equation and its mathematical derivations, volt ampere characteristics, energy band diagrams, temperature dependence upon volt ampere characteristics, diode resistance static and dynamic, transition capacitance and diffusion capacitance. Okay, these topics for normal PN junction diode, equal doping concentration levels, transition and diffusion capacitance, last class derivations. Now today we discuss step graded and linear graded junctions, right? And corresponding capacitance derivations also, right? With this we completed the complete first unit, and also we considered some basics of semiconductor physics. What is the n-type material, what is doping, what is the p-type material, how the current conduction taking place in open circuit PN junction, how the current conduction taking place in forward as well as reverse, current equation derivation. How the VI characteristics depends upon the temperature, right? Diode resistance, forward resistance, reverse resistance, dynamic as well as static, and capacitances, transition capacitance, diffusion capacitance. Diffusion capacitance is only exist in forward bias only, whereas transition capacitance exists in reverse bias, forward bias, under equilibrium conditions also, right? And step graded and linear graded junction. Okay, junction is nothing but a formation of PN diode. Okay, there are different techniques how to form a p-type material and n-type material at the junction. Okay, how to combine p and n. Okay, one in your syllabus, step graded and linear graded junctions, right? And next class we begin second unit, that is special diodes. Second unit also diodes and its applications only. Avalanche breakdown, VI characteristics of Zener diode, Zener breakdown, principles of operation and characteristics of tunnel diode and varactor diode. Right. Okay, in our syllabus, special diodes are Zener diode, avalanche diode, tunnel diode and varactor diode. 4 diodes corresponding VI characteristics and operation. Then diode applications, right? Okay, these are all the diode applications. Okay, we will discuss in next class, right? Okay. Today I will upload today class video lecture on your WhatsApp group. Okay. Try to watch the video lectures, right? If you have any doubts, please post in your WhatsApp group. Okay, thank you for joining the class. Now, how many students are present here? Okay, so far 70 students are there. Okay, thank you. Please leave the class.